What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So it is, what day is today? Wednesday. Today's Wednesday morning. I have to do a fitness test today, a little beep test, just to submit my time for the team. So I'll kind of show you guys what that's going on. I'll talk about fitness test. I'll talk about my mentality about fitness right now and what fitness tests I think are the best as well in this video. I've actually been up for like 2 hours. I don't know if I said it, but it's like 7 a.m. I got up super early this morning. I've been absolutely grinding out, studying, and I haven't really talked about it, but I've been working and studying and trying to get my certification to be a certified nutrition coach. So the plan, if everything goes correctly, and I think I'm ready, the plan is to take that test tonight. So hopefully I'm passing it. Hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully the studying goes well. And by the end of today, I'll be a certified nutrition coach. And again, I'll talk more about what the exact test I'm taking and exactly what I'm doing and everything. But yeah, I'm just gonna make some coffee right now. And the exciting news of my life lately, I got a new coffee, new type of coffee. And I don't like it, but I don't want to waste it. So whenever I get a new thing of coffee, I always try to finish it, regardless if I like it or not. But it sucks. So I don't know what to do now. I'm not really enjoying the coffee right now, but I don't want to waste it and throw it away and go get a new one. But I want to keep on trying new different types of coffee so I can just figure out what I really like. So that's just what's going on with my life right now.
Okay, so it's 9:30 in the morning right now. I am gonna do the beep test to start off today. It's a beautiful day, it's kind of hot. But basically, as for FC Tulsa, what we're doing is we actually have to run the beep test every Wednesday and Saturday for this entire quarantine and then submit our times into our trainer so they can track us to make sure that we're at least maintaining fitness and hopefully even improving fitness a little bit during this time. As well as sending in our weights every single day and sending in we're doing Zoom workout classes and Zoom meetings talking about going over video and attacking and defensive principles and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to show you what this fitness test is if you guys have never heard of the beep test. Also do the full beep test and show you my score and everything. So should be good, but it's never fun to do the beep test. Okay, so to set up the beep test, all you need is 20 meters of space. So ideally you want it kind of flat, kind of good ground. I like doing it on grass because I've done it on tennis courts and concrete and pavement, and it just hurts my body to do constant running and turning on the harder surfaces. So we're on some kind of nice-ish grass. So I'm going to set it up. I'm gonna set up a cone, and then I'm just gonna measure out 20 meters with this tape measure. And after I get to 20 meters, place another cone, and that's pretty much the entire setup of the beep test. Do it right in the middle. It is 8. Okay, once you have 20 meters all marked off, try to be as accurate as possible. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of discrepancy whenever you try to measure something out yourself, but just try your best. Next, all you need is just the beep test audio, which you can just get for free on YouTube. So you just type in beep test audio. I'll link this one in case you guys want the specific one that I use, but it's just the beep test audio full. It's got 3.3 million views. And then you literally just play it on a Bluetooth speaker and headphones or something, you put it down, and every time there's a beep, you just need to make it to the opposite side. And if you miss it, if you don't make it, that's okay, because it's only when you miss 2 in a row is when you're technically out. So you can pull yourself out at any time, and basically the goal is just try to go for as long as possible. Just trying to work on Vo2 Max and in long distance kind of endurance running, just to test how fit you are. So the goal with this is usually to be above 13. If you can get up to 14, 15, that's a really high score. But usually 12, 13 is kind of the cutoff of where most college teams, club teams, or pro teams want you to be at. So my goal today is to be at is to try to get to 14, and it should be good.
The multi-stage fitness test will start in 5 seconds. Ready.
Start level 1, 1. 1, 2. Level 1, 3. Level 2, 3. Level 3, 6. Level 3, 7. Start level 5, 1. Level 5, 2. Level 5, 3. Level 7, 6. Level 7, 7. Level 7, 8. Level 7, 9. Level 9, 3. Level 9, 4. Level 12, 5. Level 12, 6. Level 13, 11. Level 13, 12. Level 13, 13. Start level 14, 1. Level 14, 2. Level 14, 3.
Whew.
Level 14, 4.
You did it.
Oh, I did it. 14-1. So I'm really happy with that score. Like, it's tough because anytime that you're in periods of break like this or off season, I don't think fitness should be like your main priority at all. I think it's good to maintain fitness, but especially in off season, like I don't do that much fitness at all. It's all ball work, gym work, and just like reviewing my own games and stuff. And then once I get closer and closer to the season start or the preseason start, that's when I start ramping up the cardio. But given this situation, I'm under contract as a professional soccer player. My job, I'm literally being paid right now to be fit, to stay sharp, to stay ready to go. So if the season starts up tomorrow, I don't have to get fit. And that's just how I view it. I'm being paid right now by the club, so I want to respect that and just try to keep my fitness as high as possible, keep doing everything, and treat it like this isn't a break at all. So we'll keep on doing 2 beep tests a week until the foreseeable future, until season starts up again. It's good though, and the thing about the beep test, I'll talk about this when I sit back down in the apartment, but there's lots of different fitness tests. I think that like the Cooper test and the beep test where it's continuous running and you're not doing intervals isn't the best game realistic fitness. However, having said that, it's easy. Like you can do it anywhere. It's a standardized test that all you need is 20 meters of space and a speaker or an iPhone. So I think it's perfect for right now for you guys. If you're inside and you don't have access to a full field, you don't have access to a treadmill, you don't have access to stuff, this can be done anywhere. But I definitely do think there's better fitness tests like the Vo2 Max and stuff like that should be done when you have them available. So now I almost treated that like as a warm-up. A very difficult warm-up, but I'm gonna go out to the same place that I did last time in that parking lot and get a little tight space session in. Whenever I'm using tight space stuff like that, I kind of like being on like a flat surface so I can use the sole of my foot a lot. So we'll head over there. It's like a 5-minute drive and get like a 45-minute to an hour training session in. So driving out to the parking lot that I like right now, my favorite parking lot. But one thing that's really cool is, I don't know if I'm gonna say like the certain club or anything, but like I know for a fact that there's 1 or 2 clubs in the USL, just from friends that I have on other teams, that their coaching staff or trainers or whoever have sent my workouts or sent my drills or sent like links to different stuff that I've put online to their players, to their professional players to do, which is pretty surreal, and it's pretty cool to hear about that, because I mean, one thing that I really strive to do is to help players of all age, but I want to put out content that's going to help players at the professional level too. So to hear that happening firsthand is amazing. It literally made my day. So first drill, right now we're just gonna do a typical, this is like the drill I've been doing since I was like 12 years old, but just a line of cones, as many cones as you can have. I have a lot of space and I have a lot of cones, so I'm using like a bigger space and more cones. If you have 4 cones, then make a cone weave with 4 cones. If you have 5 yards of space, then make this drill in 5 yards of space. So I'm going to take advantage of the space I have and the cones I have, do a longer weave. I'm gonna do different variations of dribbling through the cone. And then once I exit the last cone, dribble all the way around this last cone, come back, and then weave back all the way to the beginning. I don't know how many sets and reps I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna kind of feel it out, but I'll keep you guys updated with that. But yeah, good first drill, some tight technical stuff. I really wanna use the sole of my foot when I'm using like indoor shoes on a flat surface. I think this is like a good kind of like skill to have. I think it's fun to do, and when you're in these types of situations, so just hop right into it. So the cones were like exactly a foot length apart, and that was really good for tight space, tight technical, a lot of the sole of the foot type of dribbling. Now I want to expand it a little bit, use more of like the inside and the outside of the foot, like normal dribbling, and I'm going to basically lengthen out the cones to like 1.5 feet length between each cone, maybe even 2 feet between each cone, so I can really do more dynamic dribbling through them, and just make it a little bit more even faster, larger space, game realistic stuff. Go. So it's 11:23, so that means I've been just doing this cone weave drill for 30 minutes straight and just trying to go as fast as possible. If I mess up, if I hit a cone, which happens a lot, I restart completely, come all the way back to the beginning and try to do full reps as fast as possible while being as sharp as possible and try to make it perfect. So if you take a real close, like fine look at what you're doing and really look at it into detail and try to improve these small tiny things, I mean, you can get so much out of just one drill for 30 minutes. As a pro footballer, I feel like, you know, you can get so much out of it. So I'm gonna maybe just do like 1 or 2 more drills, short and sharp, same thing, quick, technical, and then that's gonna be it for the session. It's good fitness, especially after the beep test too. Okay, so for this drill, what I'm gonna do is this log, as you'll see, it bounces the ball up high, straight into me, it really depends. So I'm just gonna deal with it, work with it, pass the ball in. It's gonna pop up, work on taking it down cleanly, opening up my hips, turning, coming here, some sort of move, and then just 1v1 of the cones. So I'm not gonna do a number of sets. I'm just gonna go for like 5 to 10 minutes, just straight 5 to 10 minutes, hard, sharp, and then we'll move on to the very last drill of the session. 7 minutes just straight, literally just walking back and going straight into the next one. Maybe like 5 seconds to catch my breath on some of them. But really, really good. Last thing, I'm just gonna hit 20 balls laced, driven into the fence. It's always tough when you go into a fence because you can always go over and have to hop the fence. But I'm just gonna try to go laced into the fence. I'll be close, just 10, 15 yards away from it, and try to just get 20, not good ones, but 20 total kicks on both with the right and the left foot going straight into this fence. So let's pray I don't kick a ball, sail it over there and lose it. It probably will go over there, but hopefully I can find it. So just finished the session, really good session, very taxing too, like fitness wise. Like that's why I said like to keep it short, because when you're just out here by yourself, it's constant movement, constant touches on the ball, especially when you're doing tight space stuff like that. Anyway, I just checked the time and it is 11:54, which means I've been out here for an hour and 1 minute, which is pretty much exactly what I wanted. I said I was gonna keep it under 45 minutes, but 15, 16 extra minutes is fine. So that's pretty much it for the workouts today. No body weight workout today. I'm really tired. Thought it was been a good day, beep test and a good training session. So yeah, I'm pretty much done. Okay, so just showered up, all clean now. The rest of the day is just all pretty much devoted to studying for this nutrition certification, which I'm really excited about. I'm not that nervous about it because I feel like I have such a good background of it. I've been researching and studying on my own for years, since I was 13, 14 years old when I was first trying to learn how to put on muscles. So I think just kind of brushing up on everything and kind of like learning like the specific numbers that it's in the course, and then after that it should be fine. But talking about fitness tests, so you just saw me do the beep test, and I think the beep test is a very good test when you don't have that much materials, when you're kind of like lacking space.
situations like this where you just want to test it yourself, it's perfect. Like I said, you just need 20 meters of space and a phone and a speaker to play the beeps. So it can pretty much done anywhere. It's standardized. I think it's perfect. However, the limitation I think to it, like I said, is that it's just continuous running. Yes, there is some turning and cutting, but it doesn't really replicate a real game where you're cutting, sprinting, and doing like more high intensity interval type stuff. So that's, I think, the downfall to it. Now there's other tests I've done. I've done like a Vo2 Max test where you go into an actual like lab and they full on kind of test the oxygen that you're inhaling and exhaling, and they register your Vo2 Max, and that's a very scientific way to study that. But the downfall to that, it's expensive. You need a lot of equipment, and you need trained professionals in order to do that. There's also the yo-yo test, which is a lot like the beep test, where it's pretty much like a shuttle run type thing, and you have to make it there and back under these during the beeps. And you get a little bit of a rest in between each set. So it has more of like an interval base to it, which I think is really good. I've also done the Manchester United test, which I really, really like. But there's not many times in the game where you're sprinting 100 yards. And that's just a 100-yard sprint, and you have to make it there in a certain amount of time. And then you get a set rest time to basically jog back. And you just keep on repeating, and you keep on going until you can no longer make those times anymore. And then lastly, there's the Cooper test, which is just like 2 miles under 12 minutes. Again, that's like my least favorite test because it's just running straight around a track for 12 minutes. And I really don't think that's that indicative if you are like game fit. Again, they're all better than nothing, and I think it's always hard to really have a super game realistic fitness test because the game is so fluid, constant movements, it's changing of speeds, it's cutting, it's turning, it's doing so much. So it is hard to test your game fitness with a standardized test for everyone that also is super game realistic. So I think it's kind of like figuring out what's best for your situation, what you have available, and then kind of just testing yourself and seeing like, what's a good level for you. So those are kind of like the tests I've done. I'm sure there's many more. Let me know if you guys have a favorite test below. I can try it out or I can look at it, but those are the tests that I've done with either my college team, pro team, semi-pro teams, on my own, stuff like that. So anyway, okay, so it is 1:30. Mimi's just reheating up some pasta, and like I said, the rest of today is boring. I'm just studying for this nutrition certification, so wish me luck. So I've been studying for the certification for the last like 3 or 4 hours, just completely straight. This has really been my quarantine project. So like while I'm here and I have so much more time just at home, kind of like twiddling my thumbs, I just thought that I'd kind of do something productive in this time as well. Currently I'm 85% done with the course progress. During my average like chapter quiz score is like 92%, so things are going well. I'm right at that final like 15% of the course load, like 5-6 chapters or something. But it's going really well. It's been a lot of studying. It's a lot of dense material sometimes, especially when you're getting to like the science of how your body breaks down nutrients. But I really like it. I'm really enjoying it. Just for you guys to know, because I'm sure I'm going to get questions, I am taking the NASM Certified Nutrition Coach course. So the NASM is the National Academy of Sports Medicine. It's a very prestigious kind of like organization. But I just really want to be certified for my own sake. And for kind of like, my YouTube videos and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's going well. I think I should be able to complete it today. So the goal is tonight to take the first real go of trying to get the certification. I did it.
What'd you get?
I passed.
What'd you get?
90%.
Babe, you're a certified nutritionist. How are you gonna be certified?
That was pretty hard, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, it was hard.
Well, for you.
So I'm absolutely over the moon that I passed that test. It was pretty difficult, to be 100% honest. It was pretty dense course material. Nutrition definitely isn't the most straightforward thing. There's always tons of varying research. There's always new studies coming out. So it was really fun to learn, and I think that's the best part about kind of moving on to, you know, after normal high school and college, is that you can focus in the areas that you're really interested in. And it's fun to learn about those areas that you're interested in. So nutrition, you know, working out, all that kind of stuff. Soccer, obviously, I'm very, very interested in, and it almost doesn't feel like work to study for that. But pumped about that, so pumped. It's definitely been a very expedited study guide for me. I tried to blow through this during the quarantine, and I actually did a lot faster than I thought, which is awesome. So I can't wait to get my full, you know, certification in the mail, that I'm a certified nutrition coach now, certified nutritionist, which is very, very cool to say. And I think the best part about this all is that while I'm reading this, while I'm doing all that studying, it just basically confirmed all of the research that I've done and have said in my own YouTube channel and in my programs, especially the Football Art Physique program. It just affirmed like all of it, kind of like confirmed everything I was saying. There was nothing that I read or I learned about while doing this course that I didn't already kind of have like a baseline knowledge of, or like was like, oh crap, you know, I've been doing it all wrong. I've been eating way too much protein or way too less of this or not doing this right. So everything has kind of just been like, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been reading elsewhere. So awesome, 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 awesome. Also, here is my digital copy of my certified nutrition coach certification from the National Academy of Sports Medicine, which is sweet. I feel like it should be cooler. I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace.